Alessandra, desperate to escape her family, agrees to an arranged marriage with Duke Edgar. He, preoccupied with a missing persons case, finds her presence intriguing. Their union is one of convenience, but secrets and mysteries swirl around them. As Alessandra agrees to his terms and he to hers, she decides to rush back home so her father won't be suspicious. She cannot afford for anyone to know of her plan to marry Edgar before it actually happens. Will the Baron find out the truth? Will Kate be a threat to Alessandra's ambition? Will Desmond agree to Alessandra's and Edgar's proposal?
You have a beautiful home. I am jealous of your paintings.
Do you enjoy painting? It was the second time he heard her mention painting. He did not necessarily care about the art. He only brought it because of his mother badgering him to add more to his home.
I do. It is relaxing and a fun way to pass time. It takes a bit of practice, but nothing will compare to the feeling when you finally nail the look you've been going for.
Alessandra was so focused on talking about paintings, she did not realize she was still holding onto Edgar's hand. Edgar did not mind it, as he liked listening to her speak so fondly about her hobby.
Then I shall buy a couple of your works.
What? Why?
Alessandra choked up. She had never let anyone see her work for them to be able to buy any of them.
I am not a professional.
I should at least buy it from someone I know. I have no idea who the people are that made the art in my home. Pick out the best ones you have to be placed around my home. I shall let Alfred take down some of the ones I have placed up.
Are you crazy?
Alessandra asked without thinking. Why on earth would he waste money on her paintings and take down the beautiful ones he had up?
No. My doctor said I am not crazy as long as I don't... Never mind. This shall be your home too. So you're free to decorate it as you see fit as the lady of this house. You should add pieces of what you like to make yourself at home, and I shall pay for it.
That makes sense,
Alessandra muttered, now understanding what he was doing.
Shall I prepare an engagement ring for you, or is there no need for it?
Alfred appeared beside Edgar at the front door. He stood with his hands behind his back, watching Alessandra leave in her carriage.
Prepare the ring for tomorrow morning. We will be visiting the Barretts.
Edgar left the doorway once the carriage was almost out of his property.
Make sure no one speaks of seeing her here before then. Of course.
Alfred closed the door behind Edgar.
Should I also be the one to prepare the gifts for her family? Cigars from my collection for the father, some kind of jewelry for the mother and daughter, and paint for Alessandra. Lots of it. I need some of the paintings taken down as I will be buying new ones from Alessandra to be placed. Also take away some of the things in my chamber for her to have. You'll be sharing a room,
Alfred exclaimed. Edgar paused to look behind him at Alfred.
Why is that so shocking? She will be my wife, Alfred. Aren't you the one who taught me to follow tradition? Young master, nowhere in the tradition I have mentioned includes this type of situation. Did the young lady agree to sleep with you? I hope you mentioned that to her first. No, I mentioned that last, along with her being the mother of my children.
Edgar continued, walking back to the study.
Children?
Alfred gripped his chest, unable to handle the information.
You're being dramatic again, Alfred.
Edgar refused to turn around to check on Alfred.
I have work to do. If anyone else shows up, turn them away. Don't ask me any more questions, or you will eventually add too much stress to your heart and die. Do you wish to die, Alfred? No, young master. I wish to see these children you speak of. I will get to it right away. Good. We're about to have some fun, Alfred,
said Edgar. Meanwhile, Alessandra nervously sat in her carriage on the way back home. The situation dawned on her once she was away from Edgar and able to breathe normally. She pinched herself to be sure she wasn't still dreaming and had not woken up for the day. "I'm going to marry Duke Collins," she said in disbelief. Who would have thought her asking him in the spur of the moment would lead to this? Who would have thought he would go along with it? "I'm almost out of there." Today would be her last day dealing with her family. After Edgar arrived tomorrow, neither Kate nor Katrina would be able to interfere with her. They could get upset with her for being the one engaged to Edgar and not Kate, but they couldn't lay a finger on her. She would be Edgar's woman, and he was a man to never offend.
Alessandra, who only sought a way out of a difficult family situation, found herself engaged to one of the most powerful men in the land. A whirlwind romance, or perhaps a carefully calculated arrangement? What will become of Alessandra in her new role as Duchess? Will she find happiness with Edgar, or is she simply trading one cage for another, gilded though it may be? And what of Edgar's true intentions? Is this a loveless marriage of convenience, or does he harbor deeper feelings for his soon-to-be wife?
Hey, I'm Alexandria. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episode of Duke's Masked Bride.